Yes, people, we are back. We are back. Episode insert the number here of Ballers at the Bridge. Our weekly Friday Chelsea Football Club focused show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. So, welcome one, welcome all, welcome back, guys. Zeke is supposed to be here. I have no idea where he is. Winter Surfer's on the last minute substitution for Mohammed. I have no idea where Winter Surfer is. But yes, people, myself and Mr. Turbo Timo's lawyer himself are here. So, Timo, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking good, man. At the moment, just looking forward to tomorrow's game, man. Everyone's been nervous, but let's see tomorrow's game, man. We're gonna find out what can we overcome that struggle tomorrow. We're gonna have to see about that tomorrow, man. That's for sure.
Yep. I see you're rocking the yellow away kit. Do you have Werner on the back, or is it just a kit, nameless kit?
Oh, just hover to the back.
Oh, okay. All right. But yes, guys, we are back. It's another episode. Ballers of the Bridge. We lost and we drew this week, so we didn't win this week. So yeah, a bit of a somber episode, guys. But yeah, run the likes up, share it if you feel so inclined. If you want to support us in the membership way, feel free to do that. All that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if any of you are wondering where the Ballers of the Bridge background is, it is not here. Fashionably late. We have Zeke. Zeke, what's up?
Yo, guys, how you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. You know what? What's everyone saying?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I got a holiday party with my girlfriend later, so I kind of have to start on time. We can't have this run for too long.
No
But
problem.
I'm good, bro. It's Friday. Fuck it.
I like that. What about you, Timo? You good, bro?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad.
All right. And as I said, they were late. Just kidding. The man himself is here. Surfer, how you doing?
All good, guys. All good. I didn't fall asleep like I did last week or last time. So
There we go.
I'm all good.
So yeah, guys, you know how it works. We're
Promotion.
fashionably late, but we're fashionably late like every week. So that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys, we're never on time. That's the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what time we start. We start a few minutes after the listed time.
Nah,
This is how it works.
being on time is overrated.
Honestly, it is what it is, man. So, anyways, unless you've been living under a rock, we have not been playing very well. So I guess we'll start with our week in review. So, Timo, how did you feel about? You guys want to just roll the West Ham and Zenit games together, or like, do we really have to like?
Honestly, God, can I start though?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
West Ham game was awful in all way, shape, or form. I have no idea. In that second half, we looked so lethargic in so many ways, and we let West Ham get back into their game. That first half in the West Ham, that was the perfect plan. We had the plan in that game, but then one silly giveaway. Here we go, Christmas gift early. There you go. West Ham get one goal back. Then the second half, we just capitulate. Zenit game. Same thing happened again. Defensively was awful. I don't want to get criticizing a lot because I think we've been screaming and moaning a lot about our defense, but it's just like for me, I don't want to make injury as an excuse, but we haven't been consistent as of late, and that's because mainly our midfield is a main concern, especially in the last game against Zenit, because I thought that was too exposed, and we literally underestimated Zenit, and we can blame this on ourselves. We finish second, and hopefully we get an easy draw by Monday.
We won't, but hopefully we do. Zeke, how do you feel about the last week?
Pretty disappointed because I had like high expectation for the team. Maybe not not against like West Ham, but like Zenit. Personally, I'm more pissed about that game than West Ham. But
Me too.
to echo pretty much what Timo said. Personally, I feel like we lacked control in both games, and that was something that characterized us for the past month. And I mean, for me, it's no coincidence that we struggle, we're suffering because we like one of our three, at least two of our three like magic trio in the midfield, and until we get them back fully fit, I expect us to have some bizarre result again. But I'm pretty pissed. I won't lie.
All right, Surfer, how do you feel about the last week at a glorious footballing institution?
I thought we were Saturday. I thought we were in complete control until the penalty right at the end. I think if we go in 1-0, I think it's a totally different game. I don't think West Ham come into it really.
Yeah.
And then we don't take at least a point because of a freakish goal, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where I thought the performance was okay. I don't think it was as bad as people were saying. The first half, I thought we were good. Second half, we drew a bit, but we should have held on. Wednesday night was a total cluster all the way round. But saying that, Mason Mount scores it and makes it 2-0. We're probably talking about finishing the top of the group.
Yep.
Essentially, and then we're not even talking about these. Well, we're not talking about the performances such as much. That's the fine margins there is in football, essentially. I still thought even then, game manager right at the end, like Zeke was saying, just hoof the ball out for a corner. I don't care. Just hoof it. Hoof for a corner. Hoof it throw in. Just boot it. Just boot the ball upfield.
Yep.
It's one of those things. But yeah, anyone but Bayern on Monday, and I'm actually fine with whoever we draw. So
why are people saying we're most likely to get Real Madrid? Where is that?
I think it comes down from they did I won't say a draw, a virtual draw, but statistics says that we have most chances of drawing Madrid.
But how? How does that work?
I have no idea.
Let me check.
I mean, is it to do with draws history in the whatever groups in the past?
I think it was
based on what? Why are people are telling me this, but they're not telling me how? So I don't know how this works. I don't believe.
Give me 1 minute.
I thought we had a 1 in 4 chance. We had 4 options and we could draw one of them.
Yeah.
Surely we're as likely to draw Bayern as we are Madrid. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I've had 6 or 7 different people from different circles, social circles, tell me we're most likely to get Madrid. I'm like, okay, but why? I don't. To be clear, guys, I'll take Madrid.
Yeah.
All right, cool, calm. Let's do this. It is what it is. It'll at least be fun. And Madrid have never beaten us.
Yeah.
Madrid have never
not afraid of anyone
either. In the history,
I sent in the group chat.
In the history of Chelsea Football Club, we've never lost to Real Madrid in a competitive fixture, so I don't care.
Are they playing at the Bernabeu again this season?
Yes, they are. They are. So we get to go to the actual Bernabeu and fuck them up. So
I've always wanted that.
No, I've been the guts though. But do you know what? I prefer Ajax or Lille the other day.
I'm gonna be real. As long as it's not Bayern, I don't care. Truthfully, guys, I think we're getting Bayern. So it is what it is. But I mean, I guess I'll go. I'm disappointed at Zenit because Chilwell's ACL basically means nothing now. We sacrificed it just to finish runners up, anyways. But I mean, the West Ham match, it happens. That sucked. Don't get me wrong, but the Masuaku goal kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But when you're ahead twice in a London derby, especially because under Tuchel we've been so solid in London derbies away from home, what we saw was really uncharacteristic. So, that was disappointing. The Zenit game, apparently Loftus-Cheek pulled out in the warm-up. He was going to play and didn't play.
Yeah, Reece wasn't supposed to start in the midfield.
Yeah, so I can only be so mad at the team for that. That being said, Christensen, I'm kind of side-eyeing you. I understand why Sarr played. Rudiger can't play every fixture. I get it. And Rudiger's going to have to play 3 times next week, so I completely understand. But I'm really just disappointed that we let that go in the 94th minute.
Yeah.
Because if we had won, like
Yeah.
if we had just held on to that Zenit result,
Yeah.
Lukaku's back on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Werner actually comes up clutch for us.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got we have Conte's coming back next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conte's
We
back.
finally got
Kovacic.
Conte update. Like
Yeah.
if we would have just held on to a lead,
Yeah.
we would have like positive momentum genuinely amidst like
Yeah.
all the chaos.
Yeah.
And we didn't. So like I'm not gonna sit here and jump off a cliff
Nope.
until I see us drop Bayern. At that pace, yes, I'm jumping off a cliff. Like there is a scenario in which we walk away from this with Lille or Ajax, who I back us to beat those teams. Like That's fine.
Ajax, they're really serious this season.
I'm cool. I still think we'll beat them. Like I respect what they're doing. Ajax are not beating us, bro. Like we beat them under Lampard. Like we should be able to do this. You know what I mean? Like I respect what Ten Hag is doing with that group of players, but I would back us.
What is it? We're sort of in the. It's not the same situation, but it's sort of like anything can happen in 3 months' time. We have no idea what our squad injuries are like in 3 months' time. Everyone may be
That's
fit.
true.
You know what I mean? All the midfielders will come back and stuff like that. I mean, what's our left back situation going to be like?
We do need our midfielders back. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think if it's not obvious now, like it should be obvious to everyone. Like
just for rotation itself, let alone just for
like
rotation.
I like Reese, I like Mount, I like Barkley, but that midfield against Zenit was atrocious, guys.
Oh.
No, never again. Even like in Carabao Cup, we shouldn't see that.
So like just be very mindful of calling our actual midfielders, calling for them to be dropped. We're very limited.
No, but Peter, like the last week, if the last week didn't show people that Jorginho, Kova, and Conte are like very key for us, I don't know what can show people. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah. People just don't want to see it. And like to be fair to Tuchel, our 4 center mids were unavailable for a game. That doesn't really happen. Like that doesn't happen like that, you know. So like, whatever. It is what it is. But enough being depressed about last week, guys. Fuck it. Looking ahead.
Just like them to come back to give Jorginho a rest.
Oh, of course. I don't like Jorginho playing half fit. And
he's gonna be playing injured tomorrow, apparently.
I think Ruben's performances are like slightly declining as he plays more and more.
Yeah.
But like to be fair to Ruben, like he wasn't supposed to play that much.
Exactly. I'm not blaming him for his performances dipping. He's playing too much.
Yeah. So who's supposed to step up?
And another indication that I took from Tuchel press is that he'd rather play like a 70% fit Jorginho than Saul, and
of course,
that's worrying for Saul personally.
Yeah.
But after watching Watford, are you surprised? Like, can we be surprised at that decision? I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think that pivot of Saul on Loftus-Cheek works anyway.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, there's no way it works. They can't play with each other. Maybe in a 3, but they can't play in a 2.
So,
each other.
For me, my concern is that midfield, though.
Yeah,
to be clear,
that doesn't work at left wing back.
So let's start looking ahead, right?
Yeah.
So Tuchel said Conte will be back next week.
Yeah.
Those were his words because I don't fucking wake up at
5 next week.
Well, I don't wake up at 5:30 to watch these press conferences, guys.
We didn't know after the West Ham game when he'd be back.
Yeah, he said he didn't know, so now he said next week, right?
Yeah, so
he said
progress.
I think Conte will start training next week, and Kovacic should start as well. Like,
Kovacic should be out of isolation probably at the start of this week. He should be.
We didn't get a Kovacic update.
No.
Conte should be back in training next week. So I'm not looking at Thursday for Conte. I'm looking at maybe next Sunday, right?
Who's next Sunday?
Wolves. So we do
Leeds
and Everton at home, and then Wolves away on Sunday, and then we do Carabao Cup the following Wednesday at Brentford, and then we're away to Villa on Boxing Day.
Christ, is it that late for the Carabao Cup?
They
Jesus.
left it a week before Christmas. They had it a week, so it used to be they flipped the date of like Everton match would be and the Carabao.
Yeah,
Because there was usually Premier League fixtures immediately before Christmas.
yeah.
But yeah, so I guess they flip-flopped those like a week. So we play Saturday, Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, and then Sunday again, right?
Yeah.
So for me, in my mind, we only have to get through 2 more games until N'Golo Kante comes back, and likely Mateo Kovacic.
Yeah.
I think Kovacic should be, because he's fit again. It's just the COVID. Hopefully the COVID is not that bad.
Right.
Hopefully it's not that bad. So if he's fit again, we should see both of them like fit to start Wolves next week. That being said, we're playing a fairly out of form Leeds team who's struck with their own injury bug as well.
Yeah.
And we're also playing Everton midweek, who are dreadfully out of form. And Calvert-Lewin just got back into training, so who knows? We might see Calvert-Lewin on Thursday. So whatever. But so looking ahead, is there any doubt to playing Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho the next 2 games? Like, there's no other options, is there?
There's no other option, really. If Kovacic is going to be on the bench or he's not ready due to the COVID stuff, then what option do we have?
Well, Simon said he could be cleared by Wednesday. So Saturday, obviously not. Kovacic is completely out of the picture, and Kante's not fit. So, like,
guys, it takes time to like peak form after.
Yeah.
So,
COVID is not a normal virus. That, for example, Havertz last year sustained COVID. He hasn't looked the same for about 2 months.
Yeah,
then eventually, like
Zeke, it depends though.
Like boom, straight away.
Zeke, if he comes back on Wednesday, he can get 3 training sessions before we play Leeds. So that's why
my point is that we don't.
Before he plays Wolves, not Leeds.
100% Kovacic, because, for example, Havertz, it took him a month to like.
Yeah, but we don't know how bad. That's the thing. We don't know how bad the COVID is.
Yeah,
just because he's tested positive doesn't mean he's got any symptoms.
He can be asymptomatic. It can be very mild symptoms, or it could be very severe. Like, we don't know. Havertz was on like the bad side, was like on the extreme side, but we've seen players just miss like 4 or 5 days, whatever, and just come back fine. Like, there's been plenty of cases of people who just double test negative like 4 or 5 days after, and then go back and they look decently okay. It just depends. Like, we won't know until the middle of the week. Just for me, we don't really have any other midfield options, right?
I think C1's actually got a good point. If we are winning very well against Leeds, I'll take Jorginho off in the second half, and maybe do what he said, or maybe drop Saul and just for winning handsomely. Do you know what I mean?
It would surely be Saul.
It's Saul. If we're winning if it's like 70 minutes and we're winning by 3 goals or something like that, I would definitely take Jorginho off. And
I'm sure Tuchel doesn't want to play him, but like
he said he's playing with an injury.
Yeah, he really
he's literally playing with an injury. I think it's a back injury for carrying the midfield all these past few months. But
he said it was a hip, right?
But,
yeah,
but I think it's a back. You're carrying the midfield all the time, so it's one of those. But it's a hip or it's something else or something like that. But you could tell you could tell. I think you can tell looking at how he's playing recently that it might be on his mind a little bit. When he's like going physically and stuff, he doesn't want to really do that much. He's very quick. He's not his usual steady self on the ball sometimes in the past few matches. Wants to get rid of the ball quite quickly.
If you're hurt, you're hurt, bro. Like,
he's hurt. If it's a hip, especially, you're not really looking to. Moving anyway would hurt, but you're not looking to swing the ball 60 yards.
Yep.
All the time, because
it's very funny to me how people leapt to conclusions after West Ham and United, right?
Yeah.
And had like the most to say about the mentality of our team, right?
Yeah.
I saw people trying to paint like Jorginho and Ruben as like mentally weak. I'm like, guys, they're playing every 4 days for like going on a month now. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can raised the question about Chelsea's medical staff, but you've got a hip injury from Jorginho, who's only missed a handful of games in his entire career. You've got Kovacic, who had COVID after successfully recovering from a hamstring injury. And you've got N'Golo Kante, who gets injured all the time.
I'm not
I don't
questioning
think
this
Why
staff
suddenly
whatsoever.
asking a question about medical staff?
I don't think it's
nothing to do with them, to be honest. Like Jorginho's been.
I don't
some
think
of these players have been overplayed, Peter.
This isn't a
Jorginho's
medical staff issue. N'Golo Kante hasn't played 3 consecutive 90 minutes in the Premier League for 2 years. Kovacic has COVID. That's a unique scenario. And this is the first time Jorginho's really been injured, like at Chelsea. It's not as simple. Like sometimes, guys, things happen and teams have to cope. That being said, I think we could have at least gotten points at West Ham, and we should have beaten Zenit.
Yes.
Like all of this being said.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Mentality. I mean, if they're playing like every 4 days, they're not even properly training. It's more just to make sure that they're not going to pull any injuries going forward. So it's more like basically an extended warm down and warm up session. Stuff
and
like
to
that.
say we don't have the personnel to play this system, I think is naive. Like
we do have the personnel. It's just the injuries.
Guys, if we're struggling for midfield players,
but
why play a system to lighten? Like, why play a system that includes more central midfield players in those central midfield positions?
But like, don't KGB. If like Chelsea cannot play 3-4-3, what should we play? I'm confused.
Yeah, like guys, keep in mind our only option at left back has only been successful as a wing back. He's never played as a pure left back at success.
Can't play him as a left back. He'd get absolutely torched.
Keep in mind we would have one right back to compete in a 4-3-3 system.
Is the far at the back debate once again? Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, all those people who, I think Peter agrees with this, all those people who say, why are we buying Hakimi? Why are we doing this?
We do have, but bro, we have the personnel to play this way. Like, we do. If we're going to switch it, it would be 3 in midfield and 2 up top. It wouldn't be a back 4.
Yeah, it'd be 3-5-2.
Center backs in.
Yeah, it'd be 3-5-2. That's what it would be.
It would be 3-5-2 like Tuchel has shifted to at Zenit and at Watford. Like, he's done it twice already.
Yeah.
But no, like 2 things are for sure. Jorginho's going to play half fit, and Marcus Alonso is going to play as wingback against Leeds because he didn't play on Wednesday. Well, he played 20 minutes. Right.
I think Leeds are one of the easiest teams to play against in the Premier League. I just think they are so damn open. I know they've been trying to play pragmatic the last few games, but I still think there's deficiencies there. I mean, every Chelsea fan's worried about our injury crisis. Their one's catastrophic.
Their injury crisis is worse than ours. Calvin Phillips.
Bamford got injured celebrating.
Yep.
He came back off injury list and he got injured celebrating.
He scored a goal. Got
Calvin Phillips is out. Calvin Phillips is out for 2 months now as well.
Who got injured?
Bamford's injured again.
Bamford, he got injured.
Bamford got injured celebrating, Zeke. He scored that goal and he got injured celebrating.
Yeah, like I saw the goal. Like he got injured. Shit.
Yeah. So Leeds, they're probably going to do something like Rodrigo, Dan James, Rafinha.
No, Rodrigo's out, Peter.
Okay, no Rodrigo. Never mind.
So maybe it might be like Harrison.
They put Dan James up front by himself.
Yeah, Harrison, Dan James, and Rafinha. Then.
Yeah,
that's fine. We should be okay then. But I don't.
As long as we counter press tomorrow, I think we'll be fine.
I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't see the point in switching systems to get just to accommodate the. I really don't. I don't see the point here. Like, with all due respect, it is Leeds. The players have been drilled in the system for 10 months. Like, Alonso's going to play one side, Reece is going to play the other. You have a half-fit Ruben or a half-fit Jorginho and Ruben. Whatever, right? Obviously, in an ideal world, we're up 2-0 or 3-0, so Jorginho gets taken off. Then you can have Lukaku. I think Lukaku and Werner have to start after 2 goals. Yeah. And as the attacking player, I would play Hudson-Odoi up there with him. I don't think
Interesting.
Mount did enough on Wednesday to keep his place. I think Mount played decently against West Ham. He played well, but I don't think Mount should keep his place for next weekend. Hudson-Odoi should be put right back there.
It's interesting.
But if
That's
Alonso
slightly-
start,
apologies.
oh sorry.
No, go Zeke, go mate.
If Alonso start, I wouldn't be surprised that Mount starts as well.
I totally agree. with you, Zeke. I totally agree. And then you could see it more. You could actually see more of it being a 3-5-2 because of that.
Yep.
Because you put
I
Mount
wouldn't
on
hate
that
it.
left
If we
side.
did that, I wouldn't hate it.
You put Mount on the left hand side.
100%. Yeah.
So he can do the tracking and everything like that and the pressing.
I
Or
would.
do you know what? You could even do Ziyech. Ziyech can do that job as well.
Yeah,
I've seen Ziyech do it.
Yeah, surprisingly, like Ziyech.
Yeah, he surprisingly has
better
done
at the
that
pivot
job
than
over the
Salah.
last few weeks.
The only
Very
thing
surprising.
is, if we go, I guess if we go 2 up top, then like Cho doesn't really have a look into our team.
Yeah.
That's the thing is what it really is. Yeah, I mean it's.
It's
Well, we
sad.
talk about like loads of injuries, but we're still having trouble fitting players into certain positions.
Nah, like, well, if we're gonna go with the 2, Lukaku and Werner, and I think you have to after Wednesday.
Yes.
I think we have to. I'm fine seeing rotation against like Everton, but Lukaku played 75 minutes, got taken off, obviously with an eye towards Saturday. And to
scored
be
a
fair to
goal.
Werner, that was one of his best games for us. You can't bench Werner after Wednesday. I don't.
No, foolish. That'd be foolish.
I'm gonna be
Especially
honest.
like confidence-wise, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can, right? So if you want to put Mount up there with them and make like a midfield 3, that's fine. If you want to put Ziyech in there and make a midfield 3, I don't care. But it sucks that Cho was playing well in those positions, and post United he got removed from those positions. Actually, no, did he play up there against West Ham? He did, didn't he?
No, he came on. Remember
he came on as left wing back.
I think he played left wing back. Came on.
Yeah.
Oh, because Havertz, or no, it was Lukaku, it was Ziyech and Mount, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I would like to see Cho back in those positions.
Yeah, I think. But
Me too.
We've got
But
a lot.
like,
We've still got a lot of games. We've got about 6 more games this month. So no doubt he'll be put in there for the rotation just to keep everyone fit. You wouldn't be surprised to see him start against Everton. He might even start against Everton
I agree.
and Wolves back to back, and then not play against Villa. It's one of those. You know what I mean? It's like, or not play the Brentford.
I don't think Saul is any longer a realistic option in midfield to start games. I think Tuchel sees him more as a wing back and the rotation for Alonso.
But
or come on with like
the problem I have is that even as a wing back, he's not convincing, bro.
Okay, Zeke, simple question. Is he better than Alonso or worse?
That's the thing. I couldn't say no.
All right, well, you're talking shit. He's much better. He's more mobile.
No, like I agree. Like he's more mobile, but like if
More
you
mobile. He's much better.
bro,
He's a much better option.
he cannot beat his first man in crosses, bro.
All right, so you want to judge? If you guys want to judge Saul after playing ahead of Malang Sarr on Wednesday, cool, right? But I guarantee you put him there with Rudiger, you put him next to Jorginho and Conte, and
Yeah, maybe I'm too harsh on that one. Yeah.
Yes, every single person who's played ahead of Malang Sarr on that left side has looked shaky in every single performance. It can't be a coincidence.
You know what? I think you'll see him against left wing back either against Everton or Wolves.
You'll have to, because you'll have to rotate.
Yeah.
Like if our midfielders are coming back, right?
Yeah.
If they're coming back, then we have 4 for 2 positions.
Yeah.
Like Saul would be the rotation for Alonso. And what I saw from Saul on Wednesday, he's a much better athlete. He gets up and down much quicker. And at the very worst, the service is similar to what Alonso brings. I saw from Saul on Wednesday. Zeke, what the fuck? Much better. God damn it, Zeke. This fucking guy, I had to mute him. But nah, it's just one of those things. Like, if we want to judge Saul off his first wingback appearance, fine. But our only other option right now is Marcus Alonso. So I'll be patient with him there. I'll be more patient with him out wide than I am with him in the middle. It's a
I'd
difference.
like to see him, like you said, with Rudiger. See how
Yes.
he does. Yeah, I'd like to
We
see
haven't put a single person ahead of Malang Sarr who's killed it. We haven't.
Yeah. No.
We really haven't.
Mm.
And to be fair, like I think just for Saul's like better athleticism and his ability to play on that pitch, I think you have to give him a chance at least.
Yeah, I don't think we'll play against Leeds, but
I'm gonna be honest. I think Saul is technically better than Alonso. You guys just want to not like him. Like,
Nah, but like
I think
personally,
he is.
I totally agree about the engine. I like that against Husenin, but like, it was the crossing for me. But
That's fine.
you're right. I want maybe
With
like
Alonso,
say
Zeke, we saw it against Watford with Alonso. He got targeted every single time. At least Saul was a better athlete there. At least.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, he can get an extra half a yard and whip a ball in where Alonso couldn't. Like, Alonso's never dribbled past somebody, right?
Yep.
Maybe Saul might. Like, Alonso's not dynamic with this ability to link and go on, like, 1-2s and stuff. He just arrives late in the box and shoots.
yeah.
You know,
He's
like,
Saul's faster as well.
so, like it's worth experimenting with if Chilwell's not coming back anytime soon. Like, I'm sorry, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if we can't use him in the middle. If he's not adapting there, maybe shift him out wide. Because we have the loan until the end of the season. Let me tell you one thing we're not going to do, guys. Unless we bring another wing back in, we're not canceling this loan.
No, but like Peter, like I read something said that we cannot even like whatever we want, like we cannot like cancel the loan because even if we send him back, they cannot register him because they needed him to go to register Griezmann.
Yeah.
So
they can't afford. They can't afford to take him back. We're not. The only way we send Saul back is if
he's injured.
We sign a person, or if he gets like a long-term injury.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guys, Saul is not the best wingback in the world, but you can't honestly sit here and look Jesus in the face and say Alonso is better. You can't. So, like, from that perspective, factoring in how many minutes we have to play, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Like, we rested the main like Thiago Silva and Rudiger didn't play on Wednesday. They're going to play, right?
Yep.
If you want to play Christensen or Azpilicueta with them, I don't care. Ideally, Chalobah comes back soon.
Yeah, he's back next week.
Yeah. Yeah, she might be even be on.
I'm not Black Diamond. To be clear, I'm not saying he's playing good or playing shit. I'm saying exactly this: like, give him time, and if it works, great. But considering who our other option is, you might as well give him a chance.
Let me say something, and I really want people to listen to this before they react. Okay. Now, we bought a certain Serbian centre back. Okay, named Branislav Ivanovic, and I'm not saying they're the same players, they're not at all. But he was bought as a centre back, yeah. He actually turned out to be one of the greatest right backs in Premier League history. Okay, I'm not saying Saul's of that level, but he has played that position before, and it might be something that turns out to be a benefit for us. So, like Peter said, just because a certain player you might think can only play in that position, if you give him a chance, they might actually prove to surprise you. And we're not saying he's going to play every game or replace Alonso because we don't know what's happening with Chilwell, or we don't know if we're going to recall a Matson back or something like that. So just keep that in mind, yeah? I'm not saying he's like Ivanovic whatsoever, but, some people can fall into a position they weren't supposed to and excel. Look at Azpilicueta. He played a whole season at left back. We bought a left back in Felipe Luis, who was supposed to be the left back.
Yeah,
Azpilicueta
I remember that guy. Yeah,
played at left back all that season, and Luis left. He left the next summer because he wasn't getting in the team. So it's just one of those things. Until we know the extent of Chilwell's injury, apparently there was reports today. Apparently he's targeting a January return, but I can't really see that really. But
a January return or a January verdict?
I don't. January return. I read the word return.
Mid-January. But I don't think we'll have him.
Okay. Before we get too excited, who said this?
Kinzilla, the guy from Goal.
Okay. Yeah. So like a lot of Surfer, I hear you. We don't even need him to be half as good as Ivanovic.
No.
We just need him to do a job there.
I
7
just
or 8
need him to defend, Pete. I just need him to defend. That's all I do. Reese is on the
we
other
just
side.
we just need him to do a job there 7 or 8 times. It's not like we need to rely on him every single game.
Yeah.
So like if it's true that Chilwell is eyeing coming back this season and it's not like March, April, then I doubt the club are going to do anything in the long term.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're not going to do anything drastic like recall Matson or like recall Gilmore or recall Gallagher. Like I think all of those things are too drastic for the given situation. We will, and I'm knocking on wood right now, we will be fine in terms of midfield options in 7 days. We will be okay. We're almost out of this, right? We just need to survive 2 more fixtures, hopefully pick up 6 points at home, and then everybody will be back and we will be good to go. Do I see Saul doing a job? Yes, I do. I think it's possible. Like, I'm not going to sit here. I can't sit here and say comfortably Alonso will be better than Saul that wingback role for the rest of the season.
Actually, like if we think about it, like the fact that he's faster than Alonso, that's very like a positive. Like, yeah, you're right. I want to see him with Rudiger because
there's a chance. Like, guys, our alternative is Marcus Alonso. It's not Ben Chilwell. At least not right now. You know what I mean? And let's say Chilwell comes back, but he's not 100% fit, so you can't really throw him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or let's say like that Chilwell return is too optimistic. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we have to last through the Club World Cup with these 2 options.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We need to get both of them playing.
Oh yeah,
you know?
we have that too.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you need to get both of them playing, and we need like Marcus Alonso won't last every 4 days in good form for the next 60 days.
No, we've already seen this.
Won't.
Timo, we've already seen this, man. We've already seen it. Alonso has 3 to 4 good performances. Then it plateaus and starts going and going down and going down and going down and going down.
100%. Like, I don't think that if he can even like have like 2-3 good games like in a row, because like he had 2 games and after he had like a back pain. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like we're at West Ham. So like Saul, I think Saul will play more than 2 games this month.
Saul's going to play one of the next. I think Alonso's going to play on Saturday, and Saul will either play on Thursday or Sunday. I'm thinking Thursday.
Yeah, like because we might rotate.
I think a home match against Everton, who are going to be more reactive, and have less dynamic players. Like out on that right, it's going to be Seamus Coleman, and who's going to double? Like Anthony Gordon was playing against Arsenal. Like I think if I was Tuchel,
no, it will be.
Anthony Gordon started it. Wilby came out the bench. Like if I was Tuchel, it would make much more sense to put Saul against the flank of Anthony Gordon and Seamus Coleman than it would to look at maybe an Adama Traore at Wolves away, right?
Yes.
Especially in Everton that are going to sit back. They're going to come to Stamford Bridge and they're going to try to get a point. Because they're kind of down that end of the table and they're not really in great form.
They saw their free hit.
Yeah, and Calvert-Lewin may be half fit or just on the bench.
But bro,
it would make more sense then if I was Tuchel.
But Alonso against Adama Traore, that doesn't look nice, bro.
I mean, it doesn't, but like that makes more sense to me than just throwing Saul in the deep end there.
Do you know what though, guys? Saying that and Zeke's brought up something, it's just made me think. We could do this for one game, where and I don't like doing it because you could switch Reese for that game.
Yeah.
Left wing back and play as
like you did against United.
Yeah, like and just because of physicality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everything like that because he's
Fair
a tank.
enough, yeah.
Just for that game, I'm just saying for that game. I'm not saying like
because like
Aspia,
even if we can
right?
100%, like even if we cannot like track Adama, we need someone physical there, and Alonso has neither of these attributes, either physicality or
I feel like we can talk about that game more in depth next week. I'm just saying, like in terms of squad planning, and Tuchel trying to assess what he has in Saul, you have to try him at some point this week. You have to give him another. Like the Zenit game can't be his referendum on his left back abilities.
Yeah,
that can't be. That's not fair. Right? You played
Also,
him.
it's not.
You played him with a
Yeah.
makeshift midfield. You played him ahead of Sar. Like that's not fair. You know,
Also,
like-
it's not as if he got. It's not as if he got torched on Zenit because they were playing through the middle most of the game.
Yes, the middle
Anyway,
of our
so-
team was the problem.
Yeah,
to be clear. I
that was
just
the
think
problem.
like from what I've seen enough to say, oh, we're gonna go back to this. But no,
It's
like
it's a very viable option. It's a very
so to get
viable
to this comment, we've already seen the adjustment he makes within the system. The adjustment is putting an extra body in midfield.
option. Yes, yeah.
Like I hear this, but at the end of the day, switching to a back four, we don't have a left back to do that.
Nope.
The left back we have who can do that is injured.
Yep.
We don't have a left back. We have a right back, like we have a wing back, like we can do that, but then we're basically putting Marcus Alonso in as a left back. And
Yep.
to me, we'd still, if we're gonna still do two in the middle,
Mhm.
our center mids are overplayed and half fit that are gonna play. Anyways, like surely if you had a half fit midfielder you needed to play, and Loftus-Cheek,
Yeah.
who's not used to playing this much, it would make more sense to pack the midfield with an extra body. Like surely going 3-5-2, you have two strikers, and you have players like Havertz who can also play up top. You know what I mean? Like we've seen Havertz and Lukaku look decent in a two.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Havertz look decent in a two against Watford. Like he played in a two there as well. Like we've seen that. I'm not playing Atsby left back like it's 2015. I'm not doing that.
No,
To be
but
real with you.
guys, like the days like where Aspie could play left back are gone. Like he doesn't
Yes.
have the legs to do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think he does.
He can't do it. He definitely can't do it for runner games.
Yeah,
Definitely can't do it for runner game. That's just not happening. He can do it one off maybe, but not for runner games.
If we had Conte and Chilwell, I would see playing a 4-4-2. I would understand that, but we don't. Like it's Ruben and Jorginho in the middle, and we don't really have a left back. We have Alonso. Like
I didn't even think but I don't think that he'd even play
Honest to God,
conventional.
like, yeah.
I think he played diamond. I think he played 4 diamond 2. not
Diamond 4 in the
Yeah, I
midfield.
think he played a 4. I think he
I don't
would,
think you would. Like again, a 3-5-2 is going to be the adaptation that we make. I think
It'd be very He wouldn't play 4 at the back. He's not done it.
our left back
He's just
isn't
not
here. He didn't do
Yeah.
it when our left back was here. Now our left back isn't here.
Yeah, he's not going to do it.
it would make even less sense to try that right now.
Just put an extra number and like instead of playing Mount as a front three, you put him in the midfield with Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho, and that would make sense to me. Now Reece can get a little bit higher.
Yeah.
We can sort of legislate for Marcos Alonso's just inability to cover backwards, right?
Yeah.
You have the three bodies in midfield who are used to playing with each other, and you have Lukaku and Werner up top. Like if that
Mount's-
doesn't work against it, remember guys, Leeds have injuries as well.
Oh,
This is-
Titanic. More than
Yeah,
us.
this was not a peak
Oh,
Leeds
good
team.
Lord.
No Bamford, no Rodrigo, no Calvin Phillips. I swear Luke Ayling just got back. Like,
Maybe.
you
But
know,
they
they
have-
have Firpo back. They have like Stuart Dallas playing in midfield. Like, it's not great for them.
No, it's
I'm gonna be
devastating.
It's not great for them. So, for me, we should be able to get through that Leeds game, right?
Yes.
We should be able to. If we can, we have 4 days off before we play Everton at home. I don't know exactly how bad Jorginho's hip is, but if he has 4 days between games, I think we can get him through one more game. And then on Sunday, I pray to God Kovacic is fit to play or Conte is fit to play next to Ruben. Or ideally both of them, and we drop them both in together.
Yeah,
And we can start rotating our guys. You know what I mean?
The ironic thing is, we get Kovacic, Kante back, and then Ruben and Jorginho are then missing for injuries.
Bro, like they've been playing too much. Like the time we were gonna get Kovacic back, and then he got COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like he got cleared today, and the following
Yeah.
got COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I guarantee the plan for last Wednesday against Zenit was Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic.
Definitely. That
And
was
then
definitely-
COVID happened. Loftus-Cheek pulled out in the warm-up, and we're like,
Yeah.
well, fuck. What do we do?
Yeah. Kovacic to get minutes against West Ham to come on, which would have been great because he would have been more control in the midfield.
Yep.
and then get like you say, get however many minutes, however many minutes more that you then take Kovacic off and then move Saul into midfield and then bring Alonso on at left wing back on Wednesday. That would have been the plan, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's just one of those. Hey, it's just one of those things. It's just unfortunately, it's just one of those things we have to deal with.
Like if our center mids were fit, or like say Kovacic or Kante was available as well as Ruben, and not just 2 out of 4. If we had 3, this would be a lot less serious situation.
Yes, it sort of
I just don't want Jorginho's injury to get so bad over the next 180 minutes that he has to miss serious time.
Yeah.
Say you get through Thursday, right? Say he makes it through and he limps through or whatever. He can sit against the Wolves on Sunday, and then he's not going to play the League Cup game. You know what I mean? It's fucking League Cup.
Personally, that's what I want. I want us like to be able like to sit him like 2 games or like in a row, so we can like, go through it. Because like let's be honest, as soon as we get like one of Kova and Kante back, we'll be better than what we're seeing right now.
I'm at the point where I'm accepting seeing Ruben and Saul against Brentford in the Carabao Cup.
Done.
I'm cool with that. And I'm going to be honest. If we get knocked out, but Jorginho is fit, guaranteed, I'm warming up to that idea right now. Like,
actually, Pete, do you know what? I'm not for the Brentford game. I'm fine with Saul and whoever. I'm even fine giving Ruben a rest for the Brentford game. You know,
if we want to play
some
kid in the academy, if we want to play like Reese in there, if Chalobah's fit by then and wants to play,
Chalobah, you can put Chalobah in there.
I think Chalobah played there.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they said he would be back during the festive period.
Yeah,
no,
could be back for
he's
everything.
back. They said that he could be back next week. So if that's
again, like I'm at the point where like if Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic sustain injuries like all together, we're not going to go far. I think we've learned this.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Now we're witnessing it right now. Like we're suffering in the midfield.
We are, but we're almost through this. Like we have 2 more games. I'm gonna be real. I don't care if we get knocked out of League Cup against Brentford. I don't think we will.
Nope.
I think we'll still win. I think we'll still win, to be clear, but I don't care if we do, as long as our team is fit.
To me at the moment, this League Cup tie is more of an inconvenience than it is an actual thing.
100%.
League Cups for me is just like, you know what? This is a bonus. If we get knocked out, don't care.
Well, it's also how late it is.
It's going to cost us fitness. Like as horrid as the Loftus-Cheek Saul pivot has been, I get it. Why like he plays it in League Cup? It's like, fuck it. Like, who cares?
Actually, I'm fine for the Barkley Sal pivot in that game. Actually, Peter, just thinking.
I forgot about Ross Barkley. Yeah, if they want to play,
absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah, go ahead. Play whoever play that. I don't care.
Yep.
I don't care. Get it out of the way. Done. I want what you said. Jorginho to get through this, possibly play Everton, and then I want him rested for Wolves and Brentford, get him ready for Aston Villa, because that will be a very tough game. Aston Villa, they're on the up, so that'll be a very tough game.
But we need to just get through about another week. Hopefully, we'll have our players back. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm not with this like referendum on mentality of this group.
No.
I'm kind of not here for it. Like the Zenit game, the West Ham game. Don't get me wrong, the West Ham game kind of pissed me off. But like the Zenit game, we just the fuck. Like, that's a unique situation.
Nah, but Peter, like I hear you on the mentality thing, but we have to be like, to be honest, at some point, like 4 coaches and 4 managers in a row cannot like mention mentality, and we will say that nothing exists. I don't know if you get what I mean.
But like, bro, it's the same mentality that this group like achieved with and was going well with up until like 2 weeks ago. So to then turn around and just paint it as a mentality issue, like I think the West Ham game is more a mentality issue than Zenit. Like,
the thing is, this man's same. Did they question this mentality when we won the European Cup in May?
No,
that's the thing. Like our fan base also just makes too much out of this. Every time we go on a bad run, these players are weak mentally. Like these players have it, and it's like, guys, we do this every time. Like we were going so well for so long. We lost 1 game, right? And then we drew a game in Champions League, and now everyone wants to jump off a cliff about it. Like, I don't understand.
I'm starting to really hate this fan base. Do you know what I mean? The
it's
online fan
extreme.
base.
They need to,
just-
yeah.
I
It's
think everyone
too
needs.
extreme.
You know what they need to? They need to ban. They need to ban people reacting to matches straight after. You need a 48-hour thing just to calm down, and you're not allowed at all to react to anything within unless 40 hours later. Because some of the madness you hear, it's just like all this Lukaku, and I think it's an agenda. It's the Lukaku agenda. The man bangs in goals everywhere he goes, but not here. But apparently it's his problem, not ours. It's like
Lukaku's at 300 career goals before he turns 30, but now he's an issue. And I'm like, okay, guys, cool. And to be clear, guys, I'll give Lukaku the benefit of the doubt for this season.
Yes.
Based on what he's done as a CV.
Yeah.
If any of our other players can put up a CV similar to that, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm cool with that, right?
Yeah.
If he's scored everywhere he's gone in his life except here, then, hey, I don't know what to say. Like, maybe that might be an us issue.
That is an us issue. But I keep telling you this. Our striker record is appalling. It's under Abramovich. It's absolutely appalling.
It is, but I feel like a lot of the dialogue is just so forced, and it's like the same things.
The annoying thing is, it's like every time we win, we overreact. Every time we lose, we overreact.
We can't be the best team in Europe and then the worst team in the top four simultaneously. This doesn't exist. We have to be one or the other.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and it's like. I'm just not going to do. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I just think I'll let other people say their nonsense, and I'll take each game in isolation unless it's a pattern. If we mess up tomorrow, then it is a part of a pattern. But I'll need context for everything. Before
it depends what it looks like. Like there's ways to drop points, and there's ways to lose games. West Ham just wasn't it for me. It's like, that was preventable. We had to lead twice, and we should have saw it out there, right? But like Zenit, the team was rotated. That kind of shit happens. It was an end-to-end game. Like we were sitting there watching that. Like we all admit it was all over the place. It was people like fulfilling in roles and people in uncomfortable positions, just trying to do a job for the night. So, like, I get it, right? But as for, like, our fans, a lot of them just have some shit to get off their chest, and things have been going too well for too long. And people just want to scapegoat people or just want to run their agendas. So, like, I just kind of let them. Like, hey, a lot of the praise for some of our players has come through gritted teeth. And now they'll use this as any opportunity to push whatever agenda they've really wanted to push the whole time. You know? So, like, it's fine, bro. Like, if you guys are off like the momentum from earlier in the season, cool. If you guys want to scrap the season, that's fine. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're 2 points off the top, right?
Yeah.
And we're into the last 16 of the Champions League. Like we're still in all 5 competitions. We won a trophy. We're in the other 5 competitions we started the season in. Like everybody, like take a deep breath.
Let's deep this, right? Our rivals have had to wait till December 4th to try and banter us this season.
Yep.
They've had to wait. Just deep that, yeah? December 4th, they've had to wait to banter us. Probably since that, maybe the FA Cup final, probably a West Brom game. Probably since then. Do you know what I mean? So we're talking, 8 months?
Yeah, we're talking like
nearly a season, like a season, to banter us. And
this has always been coming to me, like, and everybody like just wait to see how the festive period ends before leaping to conclusions.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we dropped points against West Ham, cool. We drew against United, cool. But like, what are people then going to say if we win the next 3 games? Is the crisis over? Are we secretly back to being a very good team? Like, how does that work? I don't know. And for the record,
they'll say we're going to win everything.
I think we are going to win the next 3 games. I'm just not with the like jumping off the ledge over like the slightest inconvenience. Like A world exists where we win on Saturday, we draw
Yeah.
Lille on Monday morning, and Juve
Yeah.
draws PSG.
Exactly.
That
yeah,
world
exactly.
exists, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And if that then happens, are we just going to take back everything we said over the last week?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, if we drop points against Leeds, you guys can have all the fun you want. Like, I don't care.
Nah, but like personally, like if you like personally for me, if you're a true Chelsea fan, you cannot be happy like just because you proved your point and your team didn't win or like didn't do good.
It's
That's
Lee,
something
I fear
It's
some of our fans are like that. This
No,
generation.
they want to be right more than they want Chelsea to win,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like,
Yeah.
people just
That's when they got the agenda.
that doesn't make sense as a fan.
I know it doesn't, but it's
But
you
the
see it- you
reality-
see it on these
the
screens.
reality is a lot of people have built platforms and feed their
Yeah.
families based off agendas and things they believe in that are not necessarily proven to be the truth, right?
Yeah.
A lot of information is out there for a specific reason. A lot of narratives are pushed for specific reasons. I don't believe these people deep down in their hearts genuinely believe them, like for the sake of like believing in like their truth. It's just, it is what it is. People say shit to get paid. Like, it's fine. I get that. And people say shit because it makes them feel better. Like, whether it's clout on the internet or like engagements or interactions, people say shit. They get it off their chest.
Yeah.
Like, I wish everyone was just honest with how they felt about the team, but like, people aren't. Like, it's fine. But for me, like, that's why I've never come on one of these shows and just been like explicitly angry. I like doing them at these times. And I like having enough time during the week to like reflect and really gather my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think when I first started this, I was a bit more reactionary. I think I've mellowed out a bit. And even like, it's like, because it's like, if you really deep it, this is my religion, but it is just football at the end of the day.
Yep.
And, you know, we go 1 year when we're not doing anything. Like, look at this time last year. Imagine this time last year. Oh my God! Imagine the form we're in. I think we were losing to Wolves or Everton around that time.
We went from first on the first week of December to 9th on January 3rd.
Exactly. Imagine that. And and some of these idiots, some of them were saying Thomas Tuchel out the other night, and we're like 1-2 points off the top,
like
to the next stage of the Champions League. And
like
I know it does.
we just like guys, like that's why I told people like by the end of next week we could be back first.
Yeah, first and get Lille in the next round.
At the end of the weekend, we could be.
Yeah, like it goes so quick. Like,
what do you guys think about Rudiger's contract? I think he's leaving. What do you guys think?
I think good on him. Get as much money as you want. You know what?
Yeah, go.
You were treated badly. You were treated badly by the club and the fans. So get what you want, man.
Yeah, 100%. I'm on the same wave. With what I've read this week, I made peace with the fact that he was likely to leave, and I don't even condemn him. Like Winter said, like we as fans, like as a majority, we didn't treat him well. I remember like how we scapegoated him, like when Lampard left, and even before, and the club didn't treat him well as well. So
nope.
So we have to pay in a sense.
Rudiger played respectably well under Conte. He played well under Sarri. Form dipped under Lampard. The entire fan base turned on him.
Yep.
So if he now doesn't want to extend his contract here, if it goes deeper than money,
and I
will not say a bad word about Antonio Rudiger as long as he's just professional about ending his contract here and he doesn't let his performances dip too much. I will never say a bad word about him.
Yeah,
if he wants to go,
he was injured as well. Like people forget that, like he was coming back from a long injury, like during like Lampard's stay as well. But people won't mention that. So yeah, like that's his last big contract. If we cannot give it to him, I understand. Like as fans, we sometimes we forget that that's their living. Like they have to like take care of their family and such.
Zeke, I don't even think I honestly, in my opinion, with us, I don't think he's looking for that big of that massive pay raise he's been offered in a free transfer. I think he wants parity with those who don't play a lot.
I understand.
Paid significantly more than him.
Yep.
100%.
You know,
Because like even like the contract offer that we made him, we gave him in the summer, he will still earn less than Loftus Cheek, for example, or
yeah,
like
and unless then the Callum Hudson-Odoi as well.
100%. And
You know,
that's like, if I put myself in his shoes, that's a bit like
I'm not
ungrateful.
accepting that if I'm him.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. No way.
I'm not
No
accepting
way am
that.
I accepting
Fuck.
that. And why am
Nah,
I
like,
accepting less than bit part players at the time?
yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Like Timo,
Yeah.
Timo right
when
now,
our defense are the ones carrying the team, like, nah, fuck that.
like
but
Timo,
let's face
Timo
it, Peter
Werner,
Chilwell's on 190
yeah, and
as
like
well.
Timo Werner's earned like twice and a half what Rudiger earns right now.
Yeah,
He'll still like earn almost twice to what we offered him. I understand at some point, like I understand when he said that the offer, like his entourage said that the offer was disrespectful. I understand.
yeah.
And like,
I,
what's the difference? 60K a week? Like, can't we like match that? I don't know.
But hey, I mean, remember, like, he
It is
grew
what
up footballing education mainly received in Germany, guys. Like, culturally, it's different as well. Like, if he looks at the fans and says, "Fuck you guys, I'm leaving," like, I can't, I can't really fault him, bro. Like, you got to put yourself in his shoes.
and people are saying, "Oh, you know, we shouldn't offer that money; it's too expensive." Well, think about this, right? Think about this. We were into Kunde in the summer, right?
Yep.
So that was 60. That anywhere from 40 to 60 million pounds. Plus, the reports were that he wanted 200 grand a week,
Yeah,
and
we
we're not willing to
we
go
were
to that
ready
far
to
for a
keep.
guy who we're not even going to pay a transfer fee for. Yeah,
Yeah,
and to go that high. And you know what? That's up to the board. If the board do that, the board do that. That's fine. But now you are going to have the possibility. Now we're having to spend a lot of whatever we make in the summer or have in the summer on this defense
Yep.
and offers
before we even think about midfield
midfield
and
and
up top.
attack. And
Yeah.
guess what? Like, we might even like offer like what we're refusing to give Rudiger now. We might offer that to the new defender, and pay,
Yeah, which is
pay,
bonkers, isn't it? It's
transfer and pay
absolutely,
a transfer fee on top.
yeah, it's bonkers.
That's
It's
That's why for
absolutely
me,
bonkers.
it's got to be deeper than just the money for Rudiger. Like, something is off. Something is off. And if he doesn't want to be here, I don't blame him, bro. Like, we've already shown as fans, we'll cast him out if things are going sideways. We'll turn our back
Yep.
on him. He came in his first season under Conte, under all that chaos, won an FA Cup, went a long way to us winning that Europa League, right? He was our main
Yeah.
starting center back along with David Luiz for the majority of that season, securing Champions League football. Then Lampard came in, and certain players who had produced up to that point in their careers at the club got like we all turned a blind eye to them, right?
Mhm.
We were willing to throw them out like trash who was no longer
Mhm.
anywhere. So hey, if
Mhm.
those players remember that and that affects their future standing with the club, then it is what it is. Like, for me, it is what it is. I get it. Like, I love Rudiger. I want him to stay as long as he wants. But if he wants to go home, who am I to tell him what to do? Or if he wants to go to Madrid, or if he wants to go to Bayern on like 200K a week, how am I going to look him in the eyes and honestly tell him he shouldn't do that?
Who
can't.
is any Chelsea fan right now to say to Rudiger, "Oh, you should sign it. You should be loyal." When about a year ago,
Exactly.
you wanted this guy out on his
Yep.
arse.
Bro,
Yeah,
like,
Jez, you
So
said
it
it.
works both ways.
You
so,
said it.
both
We're trying to
ways.
throw him to Tottenham and shit
yeah,
like that.
so
Like,
some of our fans were ready to throw him at Tottenham.
we
Yeah,
we
on
put
loan
we
as
put
well.
Jorginho in links to Arsenal and said, all right, he can go. Who cares? We
Yeah,
linked Rudiger
yeah.
to Tottenham, and our fans said, who cares?
Yeah.
So now, can we really turn around and look those people in the eyes and pretend what happened last year didn't happen? No, we can't. Like, if we have to pay for that, then fuck it. We have to pay for that because we did that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
it-
on that. That is on that. And this is the worst. This is the worst internal business the club has done in many years, in terms of letting these contracts run down. They never did this prior to 2019.
Yeah,
Yep.
Never
It's
ever
planning.
did this. With
It's
2
bonkers.
years, with at least 2.5 years, you're supposed to start left on the contract. You're supposed to start negotiating.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's when you're supposed to start right there.
and
And never even let it get, even gets down to 18 months or a year, and they're not going to do it.
100%. Like, for
You
me,
sell them.
for me, like last January, like we should have known, like either we renew them or like on the worst case you sell them. Like
Yes.
especially because like there are two center backs, you don't let that drag down until
No.
the summer and like the winter right now. Like even last summer, like worst case scenario, like sell them.
Bro,
Yeah.
it is what it is, right? At the same time, they're important players to Tuchel, and you risk unsettling a manager after a Champions League, or you risk like you have to recruit new players, right? I get why the club last summer didn't sell them. What I don't understand is why they didn't try harder to renegotiate. I understand why they didn't do it in 2019 because Lampard didn't want these players. I get it,
Mhm.
right? So like
So
we are
sell them.
paying now for a lack of foresight 18 months ago. We are paying now for a lack of foresight 2 years ago. We are
Mhm.
paying for that right now, and that sucks,
Mhm.
right? But
Mhm.
flashback to summer 2019 when Lampard came in, no one said our center back pairing was Christensen and Rudiger. No one wanted that. No one wanted that. Our manager didn't want that. I can't remember him ever using that for an extended period. We tried about every other combo.
Yeah.
You know? So how can I then sit here and say the club should have seen this coming,
Yeah.
right? We had so many fucking players. We had so much garbage to sift through. Now we're paying for deciding to keep some of these, and these players ended up being more important than we realistically foresaw 2 years ago. So, like, I get it. That being said, we can't let both of these fools walk. I don't think we will. I've accepted Rudiger walking. I've accepted he's going. It makes me sad, but it is what it is at the same time. I hope he kills it wherever he goes. I honestly hope he does. He deserves it. He's earned it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unlike a lot of other players who get a lot of other protection amongst many fan bases, not just ours, Rudiger's really put his money where his mouth is, and he's let his performances do the talking, and he's earned every bit of respect he gets from our fan base.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me, I can't man to man. I can't tell him what to do. I can tell him what I'd like him to do, but if he doesn't want to do that, I won't stand in his way. That's selfish.
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I do think it's sorry, Tim. I do think it is about. I do think it is about what we've offered him. We haven't offered him. I think what we've offered him is a disgrace.
Yeah.
In my opinion, is a disgrace. I think it is that. And
Because
you know what?
like that's
Someone's
been,
offering you 3 times as much what you're earning right now. You take that. You know what loyalty is. Loyalty is to you and your family and
Yep.
setting them up. That's what the loyalty is. You know what I mean?
100%, and like I second Winter on that. Like the offer we gave him, that's basically telling him, you know what, we know that you're on good form, that you're
Yeah.
important, but you're not that important as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the message I'm getting if I'm Rudiger. So if you tell me that, I'm going to listen to what others have to tell me. And I repeat that, like the difference between like what he allegedly wants and what we offer him is 60K a week.
Bro, that's $3 million a year. Yeah, I feel him. If he wants that, you'll get it from somebody, bro. It's common.
He's
gonna
gonna
get more.
than that. He's gonna get more than that.
But you know what it is? It's that you know what Peter
So
is.
basically, he's ready to accept less to stay at Chelsea. If we take
Black
what
Diamond,
annoys
Johnny Minerals would never be on this stream. Will never happen.
I can tell you,
Will
you'll be on
never
Agenda
happen.
SC soon.
Will never happen.
Yeah. He's right
I
to go on agenda.
refuse.
He's right to go on agenda FC because that's all he does is agenda.
He can go on Agenda
Uh-uh.
FC. That's not my show, but he will never. I will dissociate myself from this channel in every
Yeah.
capacity and every sister network. If
Got
I'm
it!
on this platform.
Let's have it right.
Yeah, see, Timo likes him. Respectfully, no. I'm here for level conversations. I'm not here for agendas about random U16 players. I don't give a fuck, fam. Don't care.
No, but I would just like to say, you know, those people who say about loyalty and everything. Can I just remind people old enough to remember that in the summer of 2009,
Oh,
Captain
yes.
Leader legend used Manchester City or links to
Uncomfortable.
Manchester City as a way to get a new contract.
Uncomfortable
And-
conversations.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
on.
I just want to say that. Yeah, he used that. So I just want to say, Mr. JT done that. You know, Captain Leader legend, everything like that. He used
Greatest.
links
Harry
to
used,
City.
Harry used City.
Good.
Lampard used
Yeah.
Mourinho at Inter. Like,
Yeah. So
part of
you
the
know, I
game,
just
bro.
And so did Drogba as well. Drogba used it every other summer, like he wanted to leave, you know. So it happens all the time. You got to remember, fans have got to remember. To us, it's a club. It's everything like that. To these players, it's a job. Yeah, it's a job to most of these players, and they do not know how long they've got in this job. So if I was them, I'd be exactly the same. I'd maximise. I get as much money as possible because I don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And if someone's coming in and Rudiger and we're not offering what he wants, and then Real Madrid or Bayern Munich are coming in, I think it's Real Madrid more than Bayern Munich. I can't see Bayern Munich paying him that much. But Real Madrid are coming in and going, and Real Madrid are coming in and saying, "Oh, you're on 100 grand? Oh, here's 300 grand. Ka-ching! Hello, Viva la España. Please, thank you, goodbye."
Yeah. And like Peter said it, like as long as like his performances don't dip and like he doesn't put the team in danger, thank you for everything, bro. And to get your last big contract.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant.
Guys,
like personally,
I don't care if he comes out and says with the shirt that says "fuck Matt Law" on it to every press conference, as long as he plays well. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the way the media in this country tried to do him about 12 months ago is disgusting.
Yeah,
I will say, do you know what? There was a little bit of truth in that article, but I don't care. I like that. I want these. I'm sick of this current. Oh, we got to wait for these players to develop. Then you are not at the right club for development. Chelsea's a win now club. It's not a development club.
Just the way our fan base.
Jump on this train and develop. Jump on the train and develop while you're on this train. If you can't, then get off. Because I'm not willing to wait. I'm sorry, I don't have the patience. This Roman Abramovich era is a win now era. Okay, it's not a wait and see era. It's a win now era.
And like both are not like incompatible. Like if you're good enough, you can produce like performances like to stay in the team. But like if like you want us like to accept, personally, I'm very patient, but like having mistakes every time, trying to say, oh, like he's learning and stuff. No, that cannot work at Chelsea. And like there's only one thing like that pisses me off with Rudiger, that I feel like he's entering his prime, and we cannot like take advantage of that. And
bro, which we didn't. When he ended his contract, he would have been 32.
Yeah.
If we signed him on a 4-year deal, would have been 32.
And we could let him walk like after that.
Yeah.
If he wants.
Yeah.
But like at least we would have like a leader. Because what worries me with Christensen, like he's a very good defender, but he's not a leader. He needs a leader.
He's a beta centre back. He's not an alpha centre back. He's a beta.
100%. Like if you put him with a leader, he can be good. But if you ask him to lead, that's when like mistakes happen, because I think he tends to like overthink when he's by himself, and that's an issue now.
But I won't also have. I don't know if you guys noticed the last couple of days, couple of games, all this now new slander against Christian. Party's not good enough and stuff like that. You know, it's like
because he's not English.
And everyone. Where's the support for him? Because he's a Cobham boy. Where's the support for him? He's the first successful Cobham boy since JT. Yeah. Well, JT wasn't in Cobham, but you know what I mean. The first So where's the support for him? Like the other youth products that we have. Where's the support for him? You know?
It's conditional, bro. If your face fits and if your passport fits and they love you, but if not, then get out of our club. You're stealing money.
All this bullshit. So.
It is what it is, bro. Like we talked about it, agendas. Either support them all or don't support any of them. But
support
some of them.
All. I support all my players, but every chance I'm going to slag off Lukaku because I didn't get to sign Haaland.
Yep. Like for some of the players, how they were treated the last days under Lampard and all those hit pieces coming out. I understand if they don't fuck with us as fans. I get it. I understand. If Kovacic came out and said, fuck you guys sent me death threats over an unfounded rumor, then what can I say to that? People
Jorginho treatment as well. If I was Jorginho, this is just me, and it'd probably be you, Peter, as well. You know, when they started singing my name again, I'd go up to them and tell them fuck off. You know, when they were singing my name, it's like, you booed me like 6 months ago. You told me to fuck off.
You had people wishing death on Kovacic's baby daughter just because.
Oh,
like it's all sorts of shit, bro. And it's like, hey,
Nah,
it is what it like. People wanted to do that because they're upset that their legend got sacked, and it's like, hey, these are rumors that people were hopping on.
Nah, but like, bro, like if Lampard got sacked, like I'm sorry, he's like one of our greatest player, but that's partly on him, man. And like he has himself to blame as well.
To be clear, most of our fan base loves Marcos Alonso for whatever reason. A large majority of our fan base loves this guy. We are in the minority here who absolutely do not want to see him anywhere near the team.
Yeah,
and we don't rate him as a player. We're not slaughtering him as a man. We're not rating him as a player.
Like the man Marcos Alonso, I'm pretty sure that's a great guy, but like the player,
he has his own champions. The match-going fans love Marcos Alonso.
He endangers the team.
Don't you think, though, Pete? Don't you think, guys, that was
That's
Lampard's?
ironic.
That was the beginning of the end of Lampard, because although you can not play Alonso when you isolate him, you got to remember these guys are in cliques and friendships in this dressing room.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So once you isolate one of these guys, you isolate a bunch of them.
That Jorginho was phased out of the team during lockdown and was only brought in because Gilmore hurt himself and we needed to make top 4, right? Rudiger was frozen out for no reason. Aspilicueta was pretty much frozen out for no reason.
Christensen, Tomori.
But like,
Christensen and Tomori were frozen out for no reason.
Now that we think about it, Peter, how can you isolate like the captain and the vice captain of your team?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
Is it any surprise that fell apart? Can it be?
You also isolate 2 of the most successful players.
Yeah,
even at the back end of the old regime.
Yeah,
well, you know, especially Aspilicueta. I mean, Aspilicueta's a legend.
Yeah,
this come. Do you know what I mean? You don't do that. He did what he was nearly a victim of 10 years previously with
That's
AVB.
What that kills me with Lampard. What AVB tried to do to him, he tried to do to our players.
Yeah, exactly. It's astonishing, isn't it?
What?
What's the old saying? If you don't learn from the mistakes of the past,
if you don't learn from history, you're condemned to repeat it.
It's
crazy to me. But hey, I mean, guys, we could talk about this. We could talk about the craziness of the Lampard era. I could talk about this for hours, right?
Maybe a Christmas special, right, Peter?
To be clear, I love Frank Lampard as a player. But as a manager, I can do without it. You guys carry on. I gotta take a phone call real quick, but we'll wrap it up. So if you guys want to outro yourselves, and then I'll end us off.
Okay. Go on, Zeke. Do you want to go first, mate?
Oh, all right. Guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys can find me on Twitter at @DonZeke_. You can find me every week here, and subscribe to Sarcasm City. That's a great channel. And we're here like every week. There are other like fan bases represented in Sarcasm City. So I'm pretty sure you'll find like what you want. And yeah, that's up for me. Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can find me here, people, in next half an hour.
Actually started, so we're probably going to go on to it afterwards, right, Timo? Because the Brooklyn games started. So.
Yeah, people. I'm going to be at the bridge tomorrow, so you can find me there. And Rockturn, and probably some shenanigans. God knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but yep, we'll be there.
And follow the Twitch as well.
Are we all done? That's my lady friend.
Just follow me at the Winter Surfer. I will be going onto the NBA streams on Sarcasm City Twitch, so follow that. If you don't want the adverts, subscribe. You can do it through Amazon Prime. And there's loads of subscribe to this channel as well and join as a member as well.
Yeah,
they're even doing UFC watch along this weekend as well. So,
guys, all sort of content on the channel. Push your notification bell after you subscribe, so every time we go live, you'll get the notification. Follow everybody involved with the stream. It's been fun. We'll be back next Friday. Hopefully, we get to talk about 2 wins and we don't have to do like a deep therapy session. We didn't really go through teams, but like use some common sense. We probably know what the team is going to be.
The team.
I would, if we didn't already have underperforming attacking players that we probably can't get rid of in the summer, I would take Martial. But I feel like Martial would just add to the existing problem we have and would just add another cook to an already crowded kitchen that serves mediocre food.
Pogba, please. Pogba, please. Pogba,
But
please.
Pogba on a
Pogba,
free?
please.
Give me that.
Yes,
I've been
please.
saying
Give me
this
that.
for 2
Give me
years,
that.
but give me that.
Give me that.
I've been here. I've been
Oh,
time.
Peter, you're on the Pogba train, yeah, bro.
Oh,
I said this last year, and I was told we had Mason Mount, so we didn't need Paul Pogba by Johnny Mills, and I was like, okay,
oh.
cool. All right. But anyways, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. I got to go to a holiday party. I'm already running really late. Girlfriend's already really mad. So don't say I don't ever do anything for you guys. Big up to everybody. Hop over to the Sarcasm City Twitch. There's NBA watch-alongs. I think they started now. I'm not going to be there for Sun Celtics, so do not ask for me. I have to go to aforementioned holiday party. So big up to you guys, and we will catch you guys next week. I would say hopefully we won't be late, but we definitely will be. So I'm already letting you know. So don't get on us for being late next week because we will be late. So big up everybody.